Hey everybody, I'm just getting ready here, spraying these chains down with a little bit of PB Blaster. That way they're ready to go. I'm also checked the belts and done a little bit of work just to make sure everything's working right. Well, we got kind of a surprise here. I changed out a few of those sickle guards, so I got some extras in there. Let's put this cover back on. And let's see, I need to close this cover right here. There we go. And we should be able to start getting some things done here on the farm. Now, I took the 1680 back to the dealership, and I've got my back turned for a reason. Yes, the drive axle was messed up. They missed it. Not only was a bearing out, but it needed a whole brand new drive axle, and trying to source one of those was nearly impossible. So, what they did for me is they found me a different combine. Now, that looks like our 1460, doesn't it? But our 1460 headers are right there. And this is a 1995 first year of the Case International 1480 with a 30-foot header and a nice big wide corn header. It is considerably more powerful than our other combine. Essentially the same series, quite a bit newer. Right as Case was starting to take over International. It's one of the very first years. And it is a very nice combine. It's got less than 100 hours on it. Excuse me, still having my morning coffee too. But maybe not as much capacity as I'd like as far as the bin goes compared to the other one. But they gave us our money back, and we ended up paying a pretty penny for this thing. This one has new tires all the way around. It is rear wheel assist, so that was an option that came around later, and it's a nice combine. I'm happy with the purchase. But anyway, today's goal is we need to get up here, and we're going to go ahead and cut some grass down for hay. Now, the forecast is looking good. We've got a whole bunch of grass out here that just needs to be laid down. The yard needs to be cleaned up before winter, so that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to go along the edge of the fields, and I'm going to stay out of that low area right there, because we did have some rain the other day. Not a whole bunch, but enough that they'll probably be a little muddy. But yeah, we're going to see if this thing is working, and it looks like it is. So let's just get started here and see how it works. If it works good, bad, or indifferent. Oh, it's doing a great job so far. I'm happy with that. Laying down a nice windrow and cutting that up. I'm not 100% sure where we're going to put everything. I just know we need to cut the majority of this down. Make it look a little nicer around the farm, and, you know, hey, if nothing else, we're getting some hay. And that's what's more important, I think, to me at the moment is, you know, we get this trimmed up, cleaned up. I'm not going to do around the house over here, but I'll go down here in the far side and clean up around it. It's just a hay bind, and it works, so that's all I'm worried about, you know what I mean? And it seems like it's doing a fantastic job. So yeah, it's leaving a nice windrow. I figure we'll clean this pathway up that we use around the farm. I don't know how much grass and hay I'm going to need, but I know I need quite a bit for the cattle, because we're going to need a fair amount of silage. We've got to get some silage made, because I have got to get these cattle fed. The poor things are, you know, I'm tired of spending money on the animals keeping up after their needs. But, I mean, we got to do it anyway, but I figure we got to, no matter what, we got to get it done. It's not that difficult, and we've got plenty of grass out here that can be cut before winter sets in, so that's what I'm looking at. Just getting as much of this cut as I can. That is our grass. Now see right here, when we get down here to the end, we don't own this property anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and lift it up right here. And let's just go ahead and turn around. I'm rubbing. And we'll set her back down right here and just go back the way we came. Now this windrow here in the middle is going to be a little shy, but you know, it just cleans this pathway up, makes it look nice. That's all I'm really looking for. Just make it look nice. Widen it up. Make it so it doesn't drift on us if we do get snow before we get our corn cut, because that is a possibility. I've had to cut corn in the middle of the winter, and that's not something fun. Not at all. But anyway, yep, I'm all excited about that combine. I can't wait to use it. Granted, yeah, I spent a little bit more on it than I wanted to, but if it works as good as the 1460 does, we should be okay. Now that's after repair, mind you, not prior to the repair. But if it works as good as you know, as 1460, then I'll be fine with it. Now I haven't heard anything on the 1460. I do not know what they are doing. I mean, the last thing they told me was they were waiting on the bushings to come in, and that was the last that I had heard. So all right, let's go ahead and get up here and turn around and come back down this edge again. Oh, you know what? We could just go right here. Let's just go right here, shall we? Go up this way. It's kind of a question mark how we're going to do this, but shouldn't on the grass side of it have to wait too long for anything. It'll just be the hay that will have to wait a little bit here and there. But now we have clear skies through the end of September and into the beginning of October, so I'm hopeful and thankful that we will get this done. So, okay, do that again. I think we'll leave that section right there alone, and let's go along the building here. And we'll go ahead. We're going to cut this whole area right here because this is all good grass that can be cut. And I'm going to leave just, you know, the width of the tractor along the edge. That should be good enough. We can get a little closer up here where we have the room. And I don't want to get down in the ditch too far because I know the county will probably get a little bit upset. But we're going to try to take some of it. We'll take, or at least as much as we can anyway, you know. But so far, looking good. Anyway, I'll get to working on this for a little while. I'll see you in a few. Yeah, I did a thing. I went ahead and called it in, and the dealership delivered me this swather. Man, I was just having trouble with that other one. But now we got to find a place to put this thing. Now, granted, we got a shed over here. I think it'll fit in just perfectly fine. Now, this was 125 grand, which that's a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but it was worth it. It was worth it in the long run. I need to put the conditioner back on it in the future, but I'd already started, so we took the conditioner off. It actually makes hay as it goes, dries it. But we're just going to have to decide what's going to be hay and what's not going to be hay. Yeah, we'll just use this tractor again here. This one should work just fine. Kind of a multi-purpose, multi-utility tractor here. But we now have a $50,000 loan, which admittedly I did not want to do, but yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't resist. I really couldn't. We needed it, so we got it. But now comes the hard part. I got to decide what's going to be silage and what's going to be hay. I think all this over here is going to be silage. I just think that's going to be the better bet over here anyway. And let's see. I think we'll come back over here and make this hay over here. Actually, we'll start right there. Oh, perfect place. Okay, let's get to making some hay, shall we? There we go. Hay is being formed as we speak. I think this will work out perfect for hay. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I was going along and I was doing real good, and I just called the dealership and said, guys, do you have a swather? And they had that case just sitting there at the dealership, I guess, in the service bay. It just got it traded in. They said, yep, we got one. You can have it. So you bet. I'm all over it. Let me have it. Because, yeah, I'm all about the easy life. That's just, we got to upgrade a little bit here and there as time goes by. I mean, I can't just not upgrade. Ooh, that's tight. I gotta keep on top of the things that, well, frankly, need to be kept on top of, and well, that's one of them. Is making our lives a little bit easier. Granted, I can't do the greatest job ever, but I can try to make my life a little bit easier when it comes to working ground. But yeah, this is looking really good. We're getting a really good, nice, good, thick, heavy windrows. I think we're going to have a pretty darn good yield out of this, or at least a better yield than I expected anyway. I'm happy for that. Ooh, watch a tree. Ouch. I am happy for that. But I'll make this little area here hay, and then we'll kind of see what we're up against. Oh, and somehow I slipped off down in there. I'm going to have to find a way to get to that too. But, hey, it happens. It happens to the best of us. We just don't realize that, oh, by the way, you're going to fall off this little ridge. we'll have to get a lawnmower or something for around the house and clean up our yard that way. Back into our own hay. Well, that's okay. We just make an extra big windrow right there. Well, I'm going to work at this a little bit. And, yeah, I'll be back with you here in just a while. All right. Well, I think I made a mess of that. Or at least a pretty good one. That was not my best effort ever. In fact, it was more like my worst effort ever. It's like I never run one of these before. But I did a decent job. I got it all raked up. And it's looking like all it needs is a little bit of dry time and we'll be good to go. So we will move this out. Oh, we have to leave it out. Boy, there's a lot of stuff packed into this shed. I didn't realize how badly it was packed up in there. We'll just park it over here in the grass for now. Just out of the way. There we go. Okay. And now we can get in here and get our baler. Because that'll be the next thing to do is just start baling up that grass. And then we're going to have to pick up all those grass bales so we can turn them into silage. It's going to be an interesting day, I think. There we go. Okay, baler is attached. And we will see how good or bad of a baler this Geel is. I'm not familiar with them. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Well, it seems to be kicking itself on, so let's drop her down. We'll wait. Let's see, what size bale are we set for? We need 150. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's get to moving here. Let's get to baling. Oh, it's a fast baler. I like that. I like when they bale everything up nice and neat and quick. Well, that works for me. Watch out for our hay there. Just hop down in here and see. Can it grab this wider windrow? It looks like it can. Take it easy down in here. This is a lot steeper than I thought it was going to be. This is rather steep. I did not realize it dropped off this quickly. Oh, this is not a good place to be dropping a bale. I guess if any place is going to drop one, let's see if we can level this off here. This ought to be a fun grab. There we go. Dump this bale off and hopefully it don't go on the roll. Nope, it looks like it's going to stay steady, so that's perfectly fine. Oop, we need to go forward. Get all that in that corner? I don't know. Man, I didn't think about that when I was cutting this. I'm going to have to be more careful over here, I guess, in the future. Yeah, I made kind of a mess of everything over here, you know. See, did we leave any grass laying in the grass? Doesn't look like it. That's great. I'm riding the brakes all the way down that. Wow. Well, I left a little bit right there. I'll have to come back and get that. But that's okay. Let's see if we can get this a little bit right here. Turn around. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how I'm doing things, but it's kind of the way I need to do it. We'll grab this little bit right here. without disturbing that bale too much. Can we get right up next to it and grab it? Ooh, yeah, we can. Okay, one more time around this corner. Trying not to hurt our baler, but boy, that might be a little difficult. Whoa. Break. Okay, so note to myself, we will not be doing things this way again. Will this bale pop out high side or low side? Boy, it's close. Okay, let's go make sure that bale don't run away here. Okay, please stay. It's staying. Okay. That was my primary concern. I thought for sure we'd lose one going down that hill. But we didn't, so good deal. That's a good deal. I think we can grab all of this. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to. We'll go back and get that here in a minute. Whoa. Boy, this thing's quick. We're going to go ahead and take advantage of this little area right here and just get this baled up. Just kind of working the outside edges as much as we can. Oop, there goes another bale already. We're going to have some left on the side there. We had a double run right here. I came back and cleaned it up with the other. I should have done something with it, but I didn't. Okay. Away we go. All right, well, I guess I'm going to get to baling some more, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, everybody. Well, I did it again. I got me a new baler. I threw a couple of belts while I was trying to bale, and I got mad, and I just said, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not fighting with this. So, yeah, I went ahead and got a different baler. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So it's going to have a new home right back in here. We got everything baled up, but it produces wonderfully big bales, and it also, not only does it produce nice big bales, it also wraps them. So I was able to sell the wrapper and the old baler to the dealership. They gave me $1,500 for that old baler. Can you believe that? Basically nothing. But I just felt it was better You know, we need to jump up in the world, not jump down. Okay, let's get this put into the shed here. I love how tight this can turn. And I think the name of the game is going to be steady upgrades as we go, because I think they're going to be very important. You know, that baler is definitely was older. It wasn't new. Oh, I did that. I couldn't do that again, I bet you. I think like this tractor here, I love this tractor, but we're gonna have to upgrade a few of them at a time. I think I'll try. I'd like to look for a cabbed tractor. I mean, don't get me wrong, the fresh air is great, but yeah, it's not as great as it looks. But I think what I'll do is I'll look for a another tractor, even if I have to. Well, I don't know. I might get a pretty decent price out of this old tractor, being it's so old and, you know, it's in relatively good shape. I might give it a quick spritz and clean it up a little bit. I'm going to keep the loader, but I'll probably do away with the tractor. Maybe take the loader and put it on this one over here and look for something to upgrade. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's something I'm looking into. We only got $1,900, and well, ain't much to it. We do have the case for a loader if we really need it, but having this many tractors just doesn't seem logical. Well, anyway, I'm going to let those bales sit. Oh, no, I can't. I got to go get them bales. What am I thinking? Well, might as well use this tractor while we can. Actually, let's keep the hours off of it. And we will just disconnect the front and just park it back over here. I need to see how well that case lifts anything up. Because if it does a good job, well, you know, maybe just let that one go, get our money built up. Maybe not get another tractor. I'd love to have a cab. That's the only thing. I would love to have a cab. Okay, let's get over here. Get this disconnected and reconnected. Because, you know, if the case can do it all, I really don't need that other one. We're getting quite a hodgepodge of stuff laying around in here. Let's see. Let's just drop that right there. That should be okay. Let's pick up our bale spike. There we go. See, we're not going to hit. No, we're not going to hit nothing. And let's just go see if we can pick up some of these bales, shall we? Man, I thought for sure something was not right, but I guess it is. I'll tell you, this just has not been my day. Everything seems to be kind of out of whack, out of kilter. I don't know. Everything seems to be just a little bit off. Yeah, I had to change wrapping. I got one wrap, and I had to change the color. It just blows my mind how that worked out. And that hay did not turn out too good between you and me. I'll show you. We only got like 2 or 3 bales, and I went ahead and pulled those bales from down in that low area up here so we wouldn't have to fight with those. Now these won't ferment for a while. But if this tractor can Oh yeah, it's lifting that bale just fine, no problem. So I'm not going to get too concerned about it here. How's that looking? Ooh. It's hard to see with that big old nose up there, you know, how far forward I am. But I think I did a pretty good job, didn't I? Oh yeah, perfect. Well, anyway, let's get these bales done up here. Had a couple of them tip over on me as they were coming out. Whoops. That wasn't a very good stab. Let's try that again. That's a better stab. We'll get the old case putting some work on her. You know, good old girl. We got to make her work a little bit. But yeah, since this is handling these just fine, I don't see the necessity. Whoops. No, you don't. There we go. Yeah, I just don't see the necessity to have anything different. So I may not. I may just not even worry about it, you know. I definitely want to get this field cleared, though. Get this field cleared up real nice and neat. And, well, I don't know how this little trailer, how the old boy that had this before us did this, to be honest with you. Just doesn't have a lot of room. It's a good trailer, it's just really small. I don't know, we might have to do an improvement loan. I mean, we've already got I think a small loan out, you know. I think it's $50,000. But maybe we need to take a bigger loan out just to upgrade a few things around here because, well, I really don't know how long some of the stuff out here has been out here. Ooh, that wasn't good. Let's not repeat that. Ooh. Yeah, we turned too tight and this thing just says, nope, I've had enough. So that kind of gives me an idea. Maybe we should use a different tractor for loader, I think. How's that look? About center and square. Okay, let's get that. There we go. Looks pretty good. Well, everybody, I think for now I'm going to hop off of here, get all these bales loaded up, and yeah, I will talk to you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.